All right, coming up on Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers, we will have Quiz-mania question of the day. I'm ready for that. Along with Double Take Sports Court, and then we'll have that Quiz-mania answer, and then our final thoughts. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Double Take Sports Talk is next.
From Indianapolis, Indiana, this is the Double Take Sports Talk show with the Watch Brothers. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, your hosts, Daryl and Darren Watts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. Welcome to our podcast with me, Darren Watts. Daryl Watts on the opposite side. Hello, Daryl Watts. What's going on?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast, Darren Watts. What is happening?
You know it. You know this. Welcome to our podcast. Happy Monday. Ain't nothing going on right
Happy Monday.
Yeah. So we made the executive decision, Daryl, to go ahead and start podcasting every single day throughout the duration of the playoffs. I know you're very excited about that. And
very excited about
it is something very good to look forward to throughout the weeks of the NBA playoffs in round one and throughout the playoffs. So with that being said, we have Quiz-mania question of the day, and then we'll have Double Take Sports Court. And then we'll finally have our answer and then final thoughts. So you ready to do it?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Quiz-mania question of the day. Daryl, when you are good and ready, the floor is yours.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Quiz-mania of the day, question of the day for April 16th, 2018. Yeah, this fight going to be a thinking cap one, so it's going to contain some research, all that good stuff. So, got your coffee, you got everything.
Oh, I better have my coffee. I had my coffee way earlier this morning. I'm just continuing to have it. This is what I need. It's my banana. It's what I would need.
For all the choices. Okay, so here is your Quiz-mania question of the day from April 16, 2018. In 2000, the NCAA men's baseball season had the top 5 players, the toughest to strike out. Who was the toughest player to strike out?
Say that again. In 2000.
NCAA college men's baseball team.
Okay.
Top 5 players, the toughest to strike out.
Okay.
Who was the toughest to strike out? You can name anyone within the top 5. Doesn't have to be the top one. It just be in the top 5. I'll accept anything from top 1 to the top 5.
Okay. Struggle, but yeah, I think I can do it.
And we'll see how this works out. So, anybody that are men that is, well into the college baseball for men's in all or any divisions, they know they probably will have a good opportunity to know in this answer in the top 5. So, that's your Quiz-mania question of the day so far. We will have your answer for you later on in this podcast.
That's right.
All right. Double Take Sports Court. Darren, whenever you're good and ready, man, the floor is yours.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Double Take Sports Court today. Today, on the audio part of it, we are going to be talking about the recap of the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers game. And on the video side of it today, we are going to take a look at the online Madden game that me, Derek Watts, played a couple weeks back. Take a look at the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Online game. Check it out. It's going to be divided into 4 parts. The first part would be, of course, today, and that would be the first quarter, and then tomorrow would be second quarter. Wednesday would be third quarter, and then on Thursday would be the fourth quarter. So stay tuned if you want to see the outcome of that game throughout the various of the week. In the meantime, we are going to take a look and talk about last night's game, the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at some brief statistics. The Cavs never led in this game, just so everybody knows. The game was tied twice, but the Pacers never allowed Cleveland to take the lead, not one time. The Pacers led as many as 23 points, and their longest run was 14 points. Taking a look at some real quick statistics, the Pacers shot 45% from the field, while Cleveland only shot 38%. The Pacers shot 39% from the three-point line, while the Cavs only shot 23%, and both teams shot 60% from the field. The Cavs had out-rebounded the Pacers 46-44, but still lost the game, and passed the ball far more better, but still lost the game. The Pacers had 12 steals, committed 11 turnovers, while the Cavs committed 16 turnovers. Daryl, any thoughts about that? And in his interview, he said that he was down 3-1 in the NBA Finals, and there's nothing to stress over because they won't play again until, I believe it's Wednesday. Daryl, how do you feel about that? And what was your reaction to last night's game?
Well, at this point, he's going to have to feel like that. So because of that, he has to set the mindset when he was down 3-1 against the Golden State. He's going to have that mentality because the Pacers' defense is dangerous. So he got a lot to worry about here. So he has to play into the role of, I'm the last guy to ask when I'm down 3-1. I'm going to take advantage of this rest time. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, player, because that time that you need to get ready to prepare yourself for game 2, you better hope that you get a good start. You better hope you get a good start, because if you don't get a good start in this game, like the Pacers did last night, they started off the game, I believe, on what was that, 18-3 run or something like that. They was on a run, and that led them to a good start.
I can let you know. I'll let you know in just a second.
Yeah. They had a good run in the first quarter alone, and that's what helped the Pacers stress this game out. And so they cannot allow them to get them on this run. So, yeah, he's in the right mind frame of thinking, I need rest. At least he admitted it.
Yeah, he did admit it.
So he did admit it. So, now that the only person that can really help you is you and your teammates. So bear that in mind. So I just think that his comments that he said, I think it was pretty fair. It's true. He needs to actually get himself together.
It was a 19 to. It was actually 20-6 run.
That right there. That is something that they have to really focus on. They cannot let the Pacers get into those dangerous runs. If they get into the runs, so
yeah, it is.
And of course, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that they did their best what they could when it was down. They did end up cutting the lead to 6 at the end of 3 quarters.
Well,
and the Pacers just blew it out the building.
Yeah, but here's my problem with this whole ordeal while LeBron James is not panicking. It's good not to panic, but at the same time, you do not have a point guard. You was down 3-1 in the finals because Kyrie Irving was playing on the team at that time. He is not playing in the playoffs, and he's not playing with y'all. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? What are you going to do? Hopefully you will have something to help the team get back into what they need to get into, because I'm going to tell you, right now, it don't look good.
It don't look good, especially defensively.
because now you have a whole brand new team that hasn't been the same since last year when y'all did win the championship. Did they win the championship last year, or was it Golden State?
It was Golden State, I think.
Yeah. You haven't been the same since y'all won the championship in 2016. So when you look at something like that, you don't have a point guard. You practically rebuilt this whole team, and now you're in a situation where y'all could have had the number one seed, but did not have the number one seed. Y'all started to go down on a real bad funk, finished the season strong, but didn't even come out in game one to continue that funk from the season. You're supposed to be playoff LeBron. You're not even supposed to even be at this point right now.
Right.
Why are you at this point now? What's going on?
Kevin Love said it just well. The playoffs without Kyrie Irving is totally different. It's a whole new ballgame. It's a whole new ballgame.
It's complete. Yeah, it's a whole new ballgame. Now you got to get adjusted to the fact you don't have a point guard. You bring in all these young guys, and now they don't have. A lot of them don't have playoff experience. Some of them do, some of them don't. But it's not enough to be able to.
The only one that I've seen. Let's see, and the only one that I've seen that has playoff experience is George Hill. That's it.
George Hill. That's all I've seen. That's all I've seen.
That's all I've seen. San Antonio and the Pacers.
Yep. Yep.
So that right there sums up my theories right there. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll continue to see what happens. And of course, everybody will be progressing to continue to watch this as the time goes out throughout. So hopefully this will be a good playoff series along with all the other ones. So we'll definitely stay tuned to that. So that's Double Take Sports Court. That's my thoughts, feelings, and analysis of that game.
Okay. It's time for our predictions using the 2K app. Sponsored by nobody.
Right.
So
yeah.
So we got 2 games on the docket today. So Darren, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
All right. Like Daryl said, we got 2 topics. 2 games today.
Well, you know what? In a sense, it could be 2 topics. People go on Twitter. They use the hashtag to talk about the Heat 76ers playoff game, but as far as the Warriors game.
Yeah, and that's very true. But we're not even using this as a topic. We're using this
for predictions. Can turn
into a topic. Yeah. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. We have game number 1. Wow. We have game number 1. We have the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. This is game 2 of round 1. So, Daryl, when you are good and ready using the 2K app, who do you have for the Heat 76ers game?
So, I picked the Sixers.
So did I. I picked the 76ers to go win their second game. And then in the final game, game number 2, which is game 2 between the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. Daryl, when you are good and ready using the 2K app, who do you have for the Spurs Warriors game? Are you going with your instinct this time, or are you going with your gut?
Nah, man, I'm going to go and pick the Warriors. I'll be damn Spurs going to fight in this game, too. It's going to be another repeat of the Pelicans in the
Blazers.
Blazers game.
Yep.
I always go opposite of my instinct, and it just jacks me up every time. But this time I'm going with the Warriors.
And I picked the Warriors myself to go ahead and take this home court advantage into San Antonio. So I got the Warriors in this game also.
Sweet.
All right, so there were the 2 games for the day. There will definitely be more games tomorrow. But in the meantime, just for two games today, Daryl, let's go ahead and lock in our votes.
Lock them in.
Cha-ching. There in the app that we have voted. And there it is. Them are the predictions for today's game, April 16th, 2018.
Okay. It's that time. Quiz-mania answer. Pretty sure Derek got something up his sleeve. I know he does because he always tries to cheat me. So
how do I try now? How do I cheat you?
I think you're a Lester Crest. I think you'd be hacking into my systems.
No, I am not a Lester Crest. I do not hack your information. I can't even hack your information. I can barely hack my own stuff. So I don't hack. I just don't hack. I don't hack.
You do something, man. You do something. Yeah, you do something.
We had this conversation. You remember when we had a conversation a while back? It's probably been about a couple years.
Oh, I remember. But this is, look, I remember that conversation.
You don't even remember which conversation
it's a
you're talking about.
Trash talk. I'm a trash talker. I'm still going to talk crazy.
And no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the trash talking conversation. I'm talking about a whole different conversation a couple years ago.
About what?
Research and writing.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I still talk crazy.
No,
I remember that conversation.
The conversation we had a couple years ago, I failed research and writing. And I felt down about it.
Yes.
So my ability to research, I think, is far more better than what it is than that professor.
That's why I agreed with you. That's why I agreed with you that long time ago, but I'm still going to talk crazy anyway because I think you hacking.
Well, I mean, you could talk crazy all you want to, but I was just making a general point that this professor was doubting me about my ability to research and write.
Hacker.
Go ahead with the question, Gerald.
Okay, before we get to Darius' answer, we're going to go ahead and get this question back up and running again. Here is the question. In the 2000 NCAA men's college baseball season, these top 5 players was toughest to strike out. Who was the toughest player to strike out? Now, of course, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, he didn't have to do all 5 players. He could just do just one. I can accept anything from 1 to 5. It doesn't matter if he did end up doing all 5 by me. But other than that, there you got 2 strikes on this one. Go for it.
All right, here's who I believe is the toughest to strike out. I have Clayton Andrews from Long Beach State. He had 36 games with 130 at-bats and just only 4 strikeouts at bat.
Okay. Is that the only one you got?
Yeah. I mean, I could go the top 5 if you want me to, but I only got that one.
Okay, so apparently these players are not the ones I'm looking at.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not the ones I'm looking at.
Okay.
Let me just say this. There are different divisions and conferences in the college league in baseball.
Yeah.
Now, I was looking for the Division 3, which I did not mention at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, I did Division
1. You did Division 1. I did Division 3. I knew somehow I was gonna do something because you weren't gonna keep getting this right on me. You weren't going to do it.
Well, now you know I don't hack.
Huh?
Now you know I don't hack.
Well, you hacked because I give away too many easy clues.
I guess so.
So, well, just in case, let's just go ahead and see what else you had.
I had Bobby Honeyman, Aiden Ordinez, Clayton Daniels, and John Valentine.
John Valentine, what was his name?
He had 32 games, 141 at-bats, and only 5 strikeouts.
Okay. Of course, that's still the wrong answer, but I just had to know his stat on that one. That was very interesting. The top 5 that I had was Matt Fosiak, Dan Torres, Mike Carpenter, Mike Gale, and Matt Roseman. Matt Fosiak, he had 45 games, 159 at-bats, and 1 strikeout.
That is tough.
Tough. The top 3 all had 1 strikeouts. Dan Torres was 35 games. He had 119 at-bats, only 1 strikeout. And Mike Carpenter was 30 games, 95 at 1 strikeout. And the last 2 had 2 strikeouts. Mike Gale with 39 games, 140 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. And Matt Rosen with 35 games, 118 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your Quiz-mania. Question of the day for April 16th, 2018. Okay. Coming down to the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, going to our final thoughts. Darren, you got anything for us?
Absolutely. John Cena and what's her name? Nikki Bella breaks up.
Nikki.
Nikki, yeah.
Nikki. I heard about that.
I did not hear about that just until a while ago.
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
It's all speculation. This is my theory. I'm going to tell you my theory. And I say this my theory because I'm not going to say a lot of relationships end like this or 50% or 10% or whatever. But this is just mostly like a common thing. I think that Nikki had a hard time trusting John Cena. I really think she did because John Cena was really, in my personal opinion, secretive. He was too secretive. And rather if he did it for prizes or rather if he did it for, business transactions and stuff like that, some of those things I can understand. But if there's something out there that that needs to be said, then it's got to be said because you are really putting that at risk. And that's exactly why the 6-year relationship ended. That's just me personally. I'm not saying that was the whole ordeal. I'm just speculating a theory. She just had a hard time trusting him.
Maybe. Could be hard time trusting, and trust is a big thing when it comes down to a relationship. It could be that. It could be anything. It could be, I don't know, I just want to throw one out there. It could be anything. I'm not even going to throw one out
infidelity. There. Look, infidelity and all that stuff.
But I'm not even sure that's the case. I don't think it's infidelity. Well, let me take that back.
I tell you this. Here's what
baby.
Yeah, that's what it is because I happened to catch a glimpse of that, and she confronted him about him getting involved in the sex scene because he didn't tell her. Because he felt that he shouldn't have known that. I'm like, well, when the damn movie comes out, what the fuck are you going to expect her to do? You think she's just going to sit there and just watch a blank screen while y'all just sitting up there having a sex scene? If you're not making it more of a big deal than what it is, why don't you have some trustworthiness in your ass? I'm just saying. I thought that was plain stupid. And look, if anybody can say something different, please let me know because I thought that was stupid.
It is stupid.
Please.
You don't keep that type of stuff away. And even at that, if you're involved in a relationship, this is just me because I'm just old-fashioned. I wouldn't even be involved in stuff like that. You just don't do that.
I would have got involved with that. I don't care if it's fake. I don't even care if it's real.
I don't care what it is.
If I get involved in acting, guess what I'm going to be? A real estate agent.
Yeah.
A single real estate agent ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But on the other note, did you hear about those two black men getting arrested in Starbucks?
I read that. Yes.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, man.
Because I was going to go to Starbucks one day and sit in there and use my laptop and do some research and different things like that to get out of the house.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shoot, now you'd be afraid of somebody call the cops because we ain't ordered their products.
I was going to order, but, I was going to.
Even if you didn't go in there just to buy product.
Yeah.
That is just, they weren't even allowed to use the restroom because they ain't bought nothing.
Now that I didn't know.
Yes, they could not use the restroom. And they had claimed, like, okay, whatever, fine. So now they was trespassing. They asked them to leave. They would not leave because they had a business meeting. They were real estate agents. They was having a meeting with a friend. And he came in right when they got arrested. And it was like, what? They ain't did nothing. And a whole bunch of people witnessed that. They ain't doing that. Not a thing. And then the commissioner really pissed me off with his broke ass talking about, they had they did their protocol. Look, if that was their protocol, that was the dumbest protocol they ever did. I would have let that go. I don't care about the protocol up to this point. If they ain't causing no disturbance, that's why.
They didn't. They didn't cause no disturbance. They wasn't trespassing.
Exactly. They didn't. They didn't do nothing.
Yeah, they didn't do
that. Was very unnecessary. Whatever. But anyway, there's nothing else. We can wrap this up and get on out of here.
Yep.
All right, that is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, of course, give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show? You can just comment on the comment section below as usual. Don't forget to subscribe. Since you're watching, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, we're on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit us up there. That's anything you like. Doesn't matter. We're here. Also, we're on iTunes. Download our episodes there. But until then, I'm Daryl. There's on the opposite side.
Got it.
All right. Catch us with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao. Hey, Sports Talk here with me, Daryl Watts. Now, there's an understatement that always goes, that has always been true from day one when sports decided to come out, is that it can be very unpredictable. And of course, that's always been the statement, that's always been so true. And depending on how you look at it, it can be very unpredictable. But with Double Take Sports Talk, we just throw some entertainment in there. Even if we don't get predictions right or theories don't come out right, we always just throw a little entertainment into the mix. So why not just have a little fun with it? That's how predicting can be so fun if you make an entertainment out of it. But other than that, of course, I'm all for it. But anyway, we're on social media around the globe here. We're on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can hit us up on our fan page at the Watch Brothers. You can hit us up on Twitter at DTST2414. And, of course, you can hit us up on Instagram, Double Take Sports Talk. So, YouTube, subscribe. You can share. You can do all the good stuff. Do anything that you like. We're just trying to grow a podcast here, folks. We're also on the iTunes. You can download our episodes there. We're on the video, of course, and we're on the audio portion too. So either way that you can enjoy this podcast, you can do it audio, we do it on video. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the podcast. And until then, ciao.